The richest nation in the world. What is its location? Why is it the richest nation in the world? Are all the residents there receiving personal chef service and living in glass penthouses? How does daily living there vary from other places? I recently learned which nation is the richest in the world and delved into study on all of the details of the nation and precisely what gives it its fortune. I was astonished by what I discovered. You might also be shocked by it. In this video, we will talk about Qatar and the top 10 facts about why it is so rich. 10. There's art. One of Doha's top attractions is the Museum of Islamic Art, and according to Telegraph Travel's Annabelle Thorpe, the building was created by Chinese architect I.M. Pei, who also designed the glass pavilion at the Louvre. Inside the vast room, the Yeni Cami Mosque in Istanbul and the Guggenheim Museum in New York have been cleverly combined. 9. Everyday life. Daily life in Qatar can differ greatly from person to person, just like anywhere else in the world. However, there are numerous guidelines, laws, and aspects of Qatari culture that serve as constraints on Qataris and contribute to a very distinct way of life from that of many of us. 8. Best airline in the world. The World Airline Awards Best Airline Award was recently won by Qatar Airways, who recently dethroned Emirates. Qatar Airways won in 2011, 2012, and 2015, making this the fourth time they have taken home the top honor. 7. Education. All students in Qatar are mandated to attend school, and the educational system is built on a 12-year public school system, much like the one in the US. The level of education varies widely from person to person in Qatar, yet public education is entirely free. Because schools in Qatar are privately operated, they don't all adhere to the same standards and curricula. Families must therefore individually determine what is crucial for their children's educational needs and future requirements, and then match those needs with a school that shares those values. 6. Qatar sells crude at the highest premiums in 4 months. Global Finance noted that despite having a population of only 2.8 million and enormous oil, gas, and petrochemical reserves, this wonder of ultra-modern architecture, luxury shopping malls, and fine cuisine has managed to top the list of the world's richest nations for 20 years. In comparison to the other GCC nations, Qatar's economy will grow at the fastest rate between 2023 and 2024. 5. Oil and gas. The North Field Expansion Project, the largest of its kind, will increase Qatar's capacity to produce liquefied natural gas, LNG, annually from 77 million metric tons to 126 million tons by the year 2027. This project would significantly expand Qatar's annual LNG gas production capacity. Upon the first phase's completion by 2025, the project is anticipated to earn $40 billion in revenue. 4. World Cup. As the first Middle Eastern nation to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Qatar has gained international interest beyond its oil and gas output. Between November and December of this year, Qatar will host the important event, which is expected to draw at least 1.5 million soccer fans from around the globe. Given that Doha would double in size, the World Cup is anticipated to have a significant economic impact on the nation. As the first Middle Eastern nation to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Qatar has gained international interest beyond its oil and gas output. 3. Jobs. Although there is a wide disparity in wealth between the richest and poorest Qataris, everyone has access to employment. Since Qatar has a robust economy and one of the lowest unemployment rates in the world, 0.2%, oil and gas are undoubtedly the nation's largest and possibly most rewarding industries. This is because the country has abundant petroleum deposits. Due to Qatar's oil reserves and lack of income taxes, the majority of the country's population really consists of individuals who moved there in search of employment. 2. Housing. Doha, Qatar's architecturally distinctive capital city full of skyscrapers, retail centers, and fast food outlets, is home to more than 90% of all residents in the country. Accordingly, the majority of people live in condominiums or apartments, and housing is frequently cramped. Rent is one of the only living expenses that Qataris worry about because electricity, water, and phone lines are all free throughout the country. The average monthly rent in Qatar is approximately $1,510 USD or 5,500 Qatari Riyal, but this can obviously vary greatly depending on where you live. 1. Qatar's wealth. Qatar, a small peninsula off the coast of Saudi Arabia in the Middle East, is the world's richest nation. Just under 4,500 square miles in size, Qatar is just 0.12% the size of the United States. Personally, I never would have expected that the Middle East's richest nation would be found there. A former emir of Qatar, a Muslim military leader or local chief, was reportedly worth $2.4 billion in 2017. In contrast, Migrants surveyed in 2015 claimed to be making as little as $350 USD per month. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more interesting and educational videos.